All right, my people, welcome back. Lekan Salami Stadium unveiling. Alaafin Olubadan not stopped from entering. This had been said by the Oyo government. All right, my people, the news in details. As Seyi explains reasons, Alaafin Olubadan turned back from commissioning the government of Oyo State on Thursday, explained that two first-class monarchs, the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Olaiwola Adeyemi III, and the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Saliu Akanmu Adetunji Aje Ogunguniso, one were not stopped from entering the Lekan Salami Stadium complex during the unveiling of its main bowl on Wednesday. The government, in a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Seyi Makinde, Mr. Taiwo Adisa, said that the two foremost royal fathers were too important to the state government to be prevented from attending the event to which they had been duly invited. According to the statement, the inability of the monarchs to gain access into the main bowl was because of the huge, enthusiastic crowd that swarmed on the stadium and then obstructed the movement of the monarchs' convoys to the designated VVIP drop-off zone, which was the easiest channel to their reserved seats. What happened was that security operatives advised that the drivers of the revered monarchs make their way through another gate since their convoys were unable to access the VVIP drop-off zone from the gate they entered through. From the VVIP drop-off zone, it would be easy for the monarchs to access the VVIP box without meandering through the stairs, as that would have unduly stressed them given their age, the statement said. It added that seats of the monarchs were already reserved and that the government valued their presence, saying it is unthinkable that some individuals would try to create a wedge between the palaces of the respected monarchs and the state government, which holds them in high esteem. The statement noted that all other monarchs who were inside the VVIP box, including the Olubadan of Ile-Igbon, Seyi of Iseyin, the Okere of Saki, the Olu of Igbora, were well recognized, stating that this was an evidence that the government places huge premium of respect on the stools of our forebears as occupied by the KBSs. His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde wishes to categorically state that the Alaafin and the Olubadan were well expected at the event and that their seats were reserved. The government frowns on reports indicating that the convoys of the revered monarchs were not treated accordingly and would take appropriate steps to correct any untoward indication, the statement added. The statement, however, cautioned fake news mongers, whom it said were seeking avenues to punctuate the glorious event at the Lekan Salami Stadium by circulating this. For instance, some online reports claimed that the Seyi of Iseyin was not allowed entry. That is very far from the truth. The Seyi was inside the stadium and then he stayed throughout the event. It is instructive that the KBSC has come out to clarify that falsehood and then also adduce reasons which could have been responsible for the inability of the Alaafin of Oyo and then Olubadan of Ibadan to gain access into the stadium. Some of the mischief makers also alleged that former Governor Rashidi Ladoja boycotted the event, and this too is a big lie, as the Oshi Olubadan attended and gave a goodwill message at the event. We can only advise mischief makers and fake news carriers to stop their ploys, as no antic would work against the good intentions of the governor and the positive impact that the remodeling of the once neglected Lekan Salami Stadium has made on Oyo State. The governor's media aide equally described attempts to rubbish the stadium project by some opposition elements as misguided, stating that the claim that only the stadium cost 5 billion naira was untrue and mischievous. He maintained that the amount being touted was for the cost of fixing the entire sport complex, which is in phases. Some critics have attempted to blow the cost of fixing the Lekan Salami Stadium Adama Singba out of proportion, especially in view of the water that logged on sections of the pitch due to heavy rain. Let it be placed on record that the main bowl of the stadium was only the first phase of the entire project, which comes in phases. There is the main bowl, the gymnasium, and an indoor sports hall for a variety of sporting activities, a world-class tennis court, as well as the luxury apartment, which will be given out on annual subscription. Besides, the page are seen on Wednesday in a work in progress because the contractor has not handed over the project to the state government. The contractor had explained that the pitch needed 3 more months to fully solidify so that the automatic drainage system would become fully functional. But the unveiling had to be done to ensure that our darling Shooting Stars Sports Club returns to Ibadan, having been forced to play their matches outside the state for so long owing to absence of a good pitch in Ibadan. The contractor has given his assurance to address the challenges of the pitch, and by the time the works are completed, Oyo State would definitely have the value for its money, which has always been the priority and an intention of Governor Makinde. In the same vein, the assaying of Seyi Oba Dr. Abdgani Salahuddin Adekunle Olugunnebi Ajinese One has reacted to a report in some online media platforms that claimed that security men denied him Alaafin of Oyo and then Olubadan of Ibadan entry into the stadium during the commissioning and then ceremonial football competition. The monarch said he got into the stadium and witnessed the event alongside other traditional rulers and dignitaries invited for the commissioning ceremony. He said the number of security was expected, as many would have attended the event with the mind to rob and cause havoc, and they would only be checked from entering the stadium by such fierce force of the security. Asain said Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi, and the Olubadan of Ibadan, Oba Saliu Adetunji, decided to turn back at the gate because of the crowd of miscreants that wanted to force their ways into the stadium. All right, my people, and then that has been it on this one. A lot of things had actually been said before now. What more can we say onto this? Meanwhile, my people, let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you have not subscribed to this channel. Thanks and God bless.